Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I'm going to walk you through some Rogue Boomkin H Paladin gameplay. I released my Rogue guide a few days ago and gotten so many positive responses, and since I've been playing so much of my Rogue on stream, I'm going to walk you through some 3v3 gameplay to kind of show you what I'm doing in an actual game. But first, I want to kind of talk about why I'm playing so much Rogue and not as much as my Mage. I'm still playing my Mage. Mage will always be my main. I've been playing it since the beginning of time, since like Season 1 or Season 2, and Burning Crusade when Arena first started. But right now, guys, Mage just isn't exactly how I like it. The whole class design is about keeping Blizzard down and spreading a lot of pressure, and then doing some damage when you have Icy Veins up and going for stupid, like crazy one-shots, and then just really doing nothing in your downtime. And since you don't have Deep Freeze, and since you don't have like Frost Jaw or any of that, you lose that kind of control, and you lose the ability to go by yourself. And the ability to go by yourself is kind of the thing that I miss the most. And if that doesn't make sense to you, I'll explain it real quick. When you want to kill someone in the past, say like in Mist of Pandaria, or even back like in last expansion in Warlords of Draenor, or expansions way before that, you could go for like a Deep Freeze into a sheep onto the healer, and then you could do a big burst onto someone all by yourself, right? You could maybe sheep someone, right, and then deep and ring the healer, and then counterspell the third guy. Triple CC, nothing is moving, and then you could burst on by yourself. So basically, you were almost like a sub-rogue, right? You were almost like a class that had insane control and insane burst, and in your downtime, you still had something else going. So that's why Mage was always so fun to me. Right now, Mage is like, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. Wait for your partners to do something, and you come in as a support class. So Frost Mage is almost like a support class right now, and that's why I'm not liking it as much. I still like Frost Mage. I'm still playing Frost Mage, and I'll still continue to play Frost Mage, but that's just why I'm queuing a little bit more of my Rogue. But yeah, so top into this game, Rogue is almost like what Mage used to be. I feel like Rogue, I'm like living through my Mage through my Rogue right now. Like I'm just having a blast on it, and that's because I can go by myself. I can kidney shot the healer and initiate those goes. I can triple CC, sap one, sheep shot one, kidney one, triple CC the entire team by myself. Here in the opener, I do just that, right? I sap one target, sheep shot both DPS. That kind of control is what I dearly, dearly miss from Mage, right? Being able to like sheep one, ring one, deep freeze one, or sheep one, counterspell one, deep freeze one. That kind of stuff is what I absolutely killed for. I loved it, right? So I can do that on my Rogue, which I really like. I can control the pace of the game on my Rogue, and that is why I've been loving Rogue so much. Anyway, we get some triple CC opener. We open on the Priest, and we do get his Dispersion right away. Priest is getting low, and he does Life Swap as well. Get a blind onto that Shaman after the sap into the Root Beam. He does Trinket it into the Half Repentance. So right off the bat, we get Shaman's Trinket, and we get Life Swap and Disperse. We swap to the Shaman because he has no Earth Shield and no Trinket, doing a decent swap onto him, but he only gets about 50% life there. Does swap Earth Shield back to himself. So now from here, we really want to look at going back onto the Priest, or to the Druid even. Earthen Shield does fade, so it's a perfect time to go back onto the Priest. I think I might be forced to Cloak here. I am getting pretty low. Still have Cloak available if I do need it. Mind Bomb onto Shifter. Watch out for that. Killex and Shifter do get Mind Bombed right there. Go ahead and probably toss out the Cloak of Shadows. There's the Cloak of Shadows. We overlap sack with it, unfortunately. But here is kind of our kill window. Priest is 60% life. We have that full Cyclone onto the Shaman. The Boomkin can still free cast, so we want to keep an eye out for that. But I get a full kidney onto the Priest. I'm dancing, and I sap the Shaman out of that clone. And then he's casting a Mass Dispel on that rep. It does get stopped. Boomkin gets cloned up. He trinkets, get a cheap shot after the sap, and the Shadow Priest goes down. So let me just replay that, because the kill, like I want to like show you guys how we lead up to a kill like this, right? So I'm on the Priest. I pre-put up Nightblade onto the Priest, getting good damage off onto him. Kind of getting ready for the go. I have Kidney Shot available. We're getting a little low, so I pop Cloak of Shadows, and now since we use defensives, it's time to go offensive. Right away, like right here, if the clone didn't land, I would have Kidney Shot the Shaman, and maybe like cheap shot the Boomkin, and then win on the Priest. But since my Druid got a nice full clone onto the Shaman, that means I can just kidney the Priest right away. Kidney the Priest here and dance. So here's my dance go. Just like I taught you guys in my Rogue guide, I'm going to dance symbols. Hopefully I pop symbols here. Shadow Strike, Shadow Strike. You get a bunch of damage as those dance symbols, and then look, you just turn your character facing the Cyclone, boom, get the full sap off of the clone. I do get cloned, I trinket, the Mass Dispel does come out. I was going to cheap shot the Boomkin right there, but he does get Cyclone, does trinket the Cyclone, and then off of the cheap shot, just throw another cheap, or off of the sap, just throw another cheap shot on the Shaman. So you're just kind of controlling the pace of the game while bursting, and that's exactly what I love to do. That's why I'm loving Rogue so much right now. I'm definitely still not the best at it. I'm like learning as I go, but I definitely love this playstyle quite a bit, and that's why I'm playing so much on my Rogue. Let's hop into another game here. Alright, so here is another match, Mistweaver, Feral, Demon Hunter, and this is a map, Ashermane's Fall, pretty standard here. But this game is a game that I think we can all learn from as far as like picking a kill target and sticking to it, or picking a kill target and kind of swapping, like that wasn't really working right away. I have the add-on called Combat Indicator, which has been amazing. I would suggest it if you're a rogue, and I saw that the monk was out of combat, so I'm spamming step sap onto the monk, get that full sap onto the monk, and then we kind of decide to do an opener onto the monk. I don't know how much I like this. Like looking back at it, I think I'd rather have just opened up onto the Demon Hunter, because the problem here is the Feral's just going to open and peel our opener. If he doesn't, then we could get a lot of cooldowns here. Looks like, yeah, Feral's going to open up, and we get Darkness, we get Demon Hunter Trinket, and that's about it. So it's not the worst. We got Demon Hunter Trinket, and we got Darkness. So now in my head, I'm thinking, okay, Demon Hunter, great target to kill. He has no Trinket, he has no Darkness. If we just force Blur, then we can probably kill him, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So my next CC onto the Mistweaver, maybe either a Blind, or a Kidney Shot, or a Root Beam, and then we're going to do a big go onto the Demon Hunter to get Blur. So we get the Repentance onto the Monk. So that's like thumbs up, like, wow, I don't even have to CC, I don't even have to get the Kidney. That's a beautiful Repentance, but I mess up. As soon as I see that Repentance, I'm like, alright, I'm going to Kidney Shot, and let's force more cooldowns. Guys, there was 0.4 seconds left on the diminishing return. Roastmaster, come on! You DR'd your own Kidney Shot. So I do a DR Kidney Shot, unfortunate, but it does happen. But we do get the Blur anyway, so it actually wasn't that big of a deal. He might have died through, but look, I get a full blind, so the full Repentance into the full Hush, into the full blind, and then the Feral trinkets as well. So now the Demon Hunter has no trinket and no Blur. The Feral has no trinket, and he just used one wall, so I think he has no trinket, only one wall available, and the Monk's playing Relentless, so next CC we get on him, he is going to sit. So in this game, I'm thinking like, alright, we have this in the bag, we just need to do like one more good go on whatever, right? It doesn't really matter which. But the problem is the Demon Hunter has cooldowns coming back up within the next minute, and the Feral doesn't have cooldowns coming up for another minute and a half. So we really should have been going Feral here, I think. We get that full Repentance into the full Root Beam, but this Demon Hunter just, I don't know, somehow survives. I use Cold Blood, I use Gormaz, I guess my Boomkin couldn't get too much damage off, and look, he's just running and kiting around the entire map, 25% life. I'm barely surviving here, trying to get some type of CC onto the Monk, follow that Repentance, that half Repentance with the full Kidney Shot, getting more damage on to the Demon Hunter. But look, he's 50% life now. Our CC chain is ending. He has another Blur available, and he has that Enveloping available. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we did an entire go onto the Demon Hunter, and he's getting low, but he just keeps running. He just keeps running, and we can't actually hit him. We can't actually kill him. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, Demon Hunter has Trinket up in 12 seconds. We might have one more go onto him, but if that doesn't work, we should start doing goes onto the Feral, because he has no Trinket for 40 seconds, right? And like right here, I think I call this to my team. Okay, guys, Demon Hunter has Trinket in 2. Feral has no Trinket for 40. Let's just go Feral instead. Because if we're going Demon Hunter, now we have to force Trinket again. And then we have to force his 1 minute Blur again. And then we have to force the kill, right? So it's going to be a long time before we can actually kill a Demon Hunter. So that was kind of back to my point. We shouldn't have been on Demon Hunter in the first place. Once that Feral Trinketed, probably a better target. So let's see what we can get done here as far as CC. I'm getting that Nightblade up onto the Feral beforehand. Get the full cheap shot onto the Mistweaver, get the cheap shot onto the Demon Hunter, and get to the cheap shot onto the Feral. So look at this, triple CC here with those cheap shots. The full Root Beam follows onto the Mistweaver Monk, and then here, the cheap shots onto the Druid in cat form. Here, I'm probably going to Dance, Cold Blood, Symbols. I have Gormaz available as well. Let's see what we do. Dance, Cold Blood, Symbols, everything right here into the full cheap shot, into the half cheap shot, into the quarter cheap shot, get that Gormaz off, and the Feral does go down. So that was just a nice, just one good swap. One good clean swap where he had no trinket, where we got some triple CC, and the Feral went down. That's all we needed from the get-go, but we kind of, we went on the Demon Hunter with a couple bad goes. It was a really bad kidney by me to not wait for that diminishing return. He might have just died there earlier. But that's all it really takes, guys. Just one good go with that triple CC when you're playing on Rogue. And that's guys, why I've been playing so much of my rogue. I've been really enjoying Shadow Priest too. Shadow Priest, the reason I've been enjoying that is because there's always kind of something to do, whereas Mage, there's just so much downtime. With Rogue, there's always something to do, then you can initiate your own goes. With Shadow Priest, there's always something to do, and then you can kind of initiate your own goes with Mind Bomb and Silence. With Mage, there's not really much to do, a lot of downtime, and then you wait for your partners to go, and then you jump in and support. So for example, if you're playing Rogue Mage, the Rogue will kidney shot the healer, and then you'll sheep the healer off the kidney shot, and you'll do a big burst, and you counterspell the third guy, right? That is support. You're there, but you can't actually initiate it yourself, and that's what I'm missing. But, guys, hope you're enjoying the Rogue gameplay as much as I've been enjoying the Rogue gameplay. Going for Gladiator again this season on the Rogue, hopefully, and just start building up that Rogue resume. Guys, thumbs video up if you liked it, and this was helpful for all you Rogue players out there. Thumbs video down if you didn't like it. Talk to me in the comments about what you guys want to see for next time, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!